Respected physical education teacher and dear students, myself Praveen Mishra give me the valuable session in my previous videos. Today session is Unit 9, Psychology in Sports. Under this, personalities, its definition and types. There are two types are there: Jung classification and Big Five theories. After this, motivation, its types and techniques. We'll discuss one by one. Now first is personalities and its meaning. Now personalities is derived from Latin word that is a persona, means the mask, means up appearance, up change their appearances in front of audience according to given that roles. ये role play के लिए use किया जाता था in Greeks में, and basically mask पहन के वो different type of roles play करते थे. Now these are the actors performing in scripts or the story where wearing a particular mask. The audience also expected them to act the particular manner on seeing the mask. However, it doesn't mean that the actor possessed the desired quality of the character in themselves. It means there are the different type of characters or personality characters which are shown in the scripts or story. Now definitions, there are the three basic definitions are there. Many are there, but in CBSE books, the three basic definitions are there. First definition, Carl Jung. Personalities attitudes refers to predispositions to the behave in certain manner. Means यहाँ पर attitudes different basis में work करता है according to their different manners. Now William Herbert Sheldon's, it's offer the typology of based on their major morphologies of body types. Means body structure के according different types होते हैं personalities के, just like a endomorphy, ectomorphy, mesomorphy, according to their different temperament of their individual. Next is Cattell in 1950. Personalities is that which permits a actions of what a person will do in a given in particular situations. Now personalities and their types, there are two types are there, Carl Jung's and Big Five theories. We'll discuss one by one. Now first Carl Jung classification personalities are there. Basically introvert, extroverts and ambiverts are there. Ambiverts, it is a composition or mixtures of introverts and extroverts. Now Carl Jung classification of personalities, इसको develop किया है Carl Gustav Jung ने in a Swedish psychiatrists and discipline of इसको develop किया है Sigmund Freud ने, and a greater admirer of Freud, a view of psychoanalysis and worked with a 5 years. Now the characteristics of introverts and extroverts. Introverts क्या होते हैं? Introverts sometimes self-reserved होते हैं, self-aware and introspective, take pleasures in readings, मतलब readings, writing, and tend to shy in nature होते हैं, always away from their public होते हैं, कुछ भी चीज को act करने से पहले वो think over करते हैं. बट एक्सट्रोवर्ट का क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होता है? हाईली सोशलाइज्ड होते हैं, ब्रॉड माइंडेड होते हैं, एक्सप्रेसिव एंड एंजॉय इन सेंटर्स ऑफ देयर अटेंशन मीट एंड अननोन पीपल्स को इजी वे में आइडेंटिफाइड कर लेते हैं, बोल्ड होते हैं, आउटगोइंग होते हैं, ऑप्टिमिस्टिक पर्सनल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती हैं एंड ऑलवेज एक्शन ओरिएंटेड होते हैं, थिंक नहीं करते बट दे कैन गो फॉर एक्शन ओरिएंटेड. Now the combination of introvert and extrovert, इन दोनों का mixture that is called as ambiverts. एक new words derive किया गया है. Now Jung इससे purely satisfy नहीं है ambivert से, and purely introvert और extrovert sometime नहीं होते हैं. And these concepts are supported in many other later psychologists ने किया है. Ambiverts जैसे बोल सकते हैं कि दोनों combination हो सकता है, introvert as well as extroverts, along with have some specific type of characteristics or some specific type of strength. And ambiverts has been defined as some who falls in the middle, दोनों के बीच में आते हैं, and that is called as introvert and extrovert quantum. Now next is Big Five theories are there, and that Big Five theories: openness, extroversion, consciousness, agreeableness, and neuroticisms. We'll discuss one by one. Now Big Five theories किसने डेवलप किया? Big Five theories पॉल कॉस्टा एंड रॉबर्ट मैकनिल ने इसको डेवलप किया, and the traits that is called as 5 factors of model of personalities, and इसको शॉर्ट फॉर्म में अगर आपको याद रखना है, that is called as OCEAN. and that oceans are openness, consciousness, extroversions, agreeableness, and neuroticisms. Now, openness characteristics imaginative and narrow interest होते हैं. Openness refers a dimension of personalities which range from being imaginative, humorous, and sometimes intellectual, creative, curious, and having a broad interest in various type of ideas, and close to their different type of experience, suspicious and rigid at others. In related to sports, athletes or individual scoring a high on a openness, characteristics reflecting on their demonstrating in the new ideas and skill, executions, initiative along with the wide variety of different ideas. Now next is extroversions, basically enthusiasms versus reserved. Extroversion refers their different type of personality range, having enthusiasms, energy, positive emotions, talkativeness, assertiveness at one, and being reserved, sober sometimes, and courteous at others. And an individual have high score extroversions, means highly socialized होते हैं. They have low scores extroversions, prefer the social attitudes, smaller groups prefer their activities alone, avoid the large social situations. But when the score is high, both the extroversion and openness are more likely to participate in adventure type and risky type of sports where the curious and excitement seen in a nature. Next is conscientiousness, organized versus easy going on. Conscientiousness refers the careful, responsible, hardworking, dependable at any type of activities. Sometimes they are relaxed and easygoing, spontaneous and disorganized, and sometimes careless in natures. Now, numerous study has been focused. It is positive correlation between consciousness and cognitions. Individually, has high consciousness have been found preferred between their academics as well as sports arena where the planning in some organized skills, sometimes decision making and abilities are essential in a different task. Next is agreeableness, the friendly versus uncooperative बोला गया है. Now agreeableness refers to compensate behavior of an individuals. Decision of agreeableness range between the good nature, cooperative, trusting at one end, being to be the suspicious, irritable and uncooperative in other ends. It is also being measure a person where the helpful and the friendly behavior in nature and reflect where the person is generally friendly and nurturing or might be sometimes not possible. People where scoring low score are agreeableness tend to antagonist towards the other and described as a rude and sometimes unkind. Now last is neuroticisms. It is composed versus sometimes nervous. It is focused on emotional stability. The dimension personality is ranged between the calm and composed at one end to nervous and sometimes excitable at the other ends, and exigence. The individual or reflective neuroticisms refers on the tendency to express unpleasant emotions and are often found in demonstrate sometimes impulsive and hostile behavior. In contrast, the behavior in neuroticisms, sometimes it may be the calm and even in short tempers. Now, athletics performances are highly influenced in neurotics characteristics. Modern findings support exercise, physical activities, and alternate therapy can be managed of neuroticisms behaviors. Now, next part is motivation and its meaning. The term motivation derived from Latin word that is movere, M-O-V-E-R-E, and its meaning is to move. The definition are Robert Brown's. Motivation can be defined in as simple as a direction and intensity of their different efforts. Now, motivation is a process where inspiring, guiding, and the organisms to move in a particular respective directions. Now, there are two types of motivations are there, intrinsic and extrinsic. We will discuss one by one. Now first is intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is derived from French word that is called as intrinsique. INTRINSEQUE means inward. It is a primary type of motivation. Without that primary motivation, secondary motivation cannot be developed. Now intrinsic motivation is derived of individual where the sometimes fun, sometimes interest, sometimes pleasures, fulfillments or their challenges of their life. Intrinsic motivation includes their satisfaction of their needs individually, which comes inside खुद में अंदर objective aims within directly and link up their individual intrinsic and different type of urges. Now what is extrinsic motivation? Extrinsic motivation, it is also derived from Latin word that is called as intrinsic cues. ENTRINSECUS means outward, बाहर से. Now extrinsic motivation, that is sources of satisfaction does not come within and the behavior is not due to the natural urges and their different type of impulses. The behavior or action influenced by the external forces or derived, and that forces are urges from outside, just like a prize money, prizes, money, different type of prizes like awards, rewards, sometimes maybe punishments. Prizes and prices. Now differentiate between the intrinsic and extrinsic motivations. Now intrinsic motivation क्या है? The actions in a form interest and inner feeling और inner satisfaction के लिए करते हैं. But extrinsic motivations में क्या होता है? Rewards के लिए करते हैं, trophies के लिए, monies के लिए, promotions के लिए और sometimes prices के लिए. What are the factors? Internal factors हम होता है that is called as joy and enjoyments. And external factors क्या होते हैं? Like a rewards, promotion and prices. Now that is what type of methods we are using. That is goal setting strategies. Family and community supports can be required. But extrinsic motivation का methods क्या है? Associate the different type of success with the future benefits, award, promotions and different type of avenues. Now next benefits क्या है? Long term effects होते हैं, short term effects नहीं होता और directly impact आता है behavior. But extrinsic motivation क्या होता है? Short term factors होते हैं and desire their behavior where the internal factors are missing. आपका internal जो factors होते हैं वो missing factors होते हैं. Now motivation techniques, cognitive, pedagogical, social support strategies and different type of facilitation approach. We'll discuss one by one. Now first is cognitive influences. Cognitive influences वो होते हैं जहाँ पर process and interpretations of informations in the influences in persistence and purposive device of their action by their individuals. And it was also based on their motion desired by the individuals where the active processing and sometimes interpretations of their different type of informations or results time bounds होंगे. Secondly, the self complexity level of the task होंगे because their tasks are neither to be difficult and not to be easy. Make the task specific. The task instructions should be specific होना चाहिए that and what about should be done. Now define the purpose of the task. Outcome can be of the task should be clearly and can be defined very clearly. Now next is pedagogical. Pedagogical means period wise training. Now teaching, coaching pedagogical used in a training plan where the outcomes is largely responsible for guiding, maintaining the desired behavior of athletes, and that pedagogical comes as training enjoyments, engaging of the athletes by the decision making, providing their valuable feedbacks of the athletes in essential components of these motivations. Now guiding by the discoveries, guiding on the basis of motivation can be allowed on the particular situations to the problems themselves rather than if our adjustment can be do as per their instructions. Now cooperative learning also with the opportunities of athletes to engage by taking their particular decisions in the making of their set of their strategies towards their motivations. Valuable feedbacks can be taken in the specific directions in effective means towards their effective motivation. And next is fun based trainings. Always fun based training can be enough drive and energy on the sustain them. Training methods can be involved on the fun and enjoyment of the athletes. Now, individualized training programs, that is ITP or IEP, can be developed. The athletes are unique individual. Training programs can be designed according to their abilities, according to their capabilities, and which within the attainable limits of the athletes. हमें देखना है कि players या athletes उसको easy way में attain कर पाते हैं या नहीं कर पाते हैं. Now next is social support strategies. Participation basically influenced or understanding on the basis of social networking and perception of the people around, आपके आसपास जो रहते हैं उनमें. Conducive exercise environment also can be developed among the people, can be initiative on the basis of different supportive sporting behavior and affected by the social pressure or support provided to the individual. Next, the positive social support also can be needed, just like a peer groups, family members and their friends, so that they can help to develop their healthy habits or healthy environments while doing the any type of maintaining act of their exercising. Now next, initiative group activities and engage by the families and peers in sports participation can be helped in increase the participation in sports and the exercises. Now the last part is facilitation can be approached. Always facilitation can be provided. First is incentive and rewards. Always incentive rewards are more effectively as a motivation for the athletes, because they are performing their can be performed there consistently and continuously. The valence of their rewards. Many time prize and awards are extensive sources and can maintain the desired action and the change their behavior in a particular time and proven their ineffective. The performance appraisal, always appraisal according to their performance. The drive future action can be persistence of their excellence and develop their confidence levels and encourage them to the plan, their direction and direction. Regular appraisals of the performance should be provided to athletes and appropriate rewards can be given. The quality and supports and their facilitations, the factor influence or impacting on the desired behavior of athletes need to the study on the basis according to their diagnosis. Appropriate supports needed to provided there as ensure maintenance of behavior of highest standard of their players or students. Now the purely CBSE syllabus 2024-25 and the book which I prefer, references which I prefer, which are easily available in CBSE handbooks. Thank you for watching.